Assalamu alaikum class 6. Wish you all the best. I hope that you are using sanitizers and that you are wearing masks every time you leave the house. But please try to stay indoors and do not go out until it is absolutely necessary. And never go out without telling your elders. Alright? Okay, class, you know that we are doing our tenses, grammar, and we are doing present continuous tense. This is our 42nd lecture and the second part. So, what did we learn about the present continuous tense? The structure, the formation is subject, which can be he, she, it, I, you, we, they, and then auxiliary verb, which is to be, right? To be. It is also called auxiliary verb. And what are the to be verbs? They are is, am, are, was, were. But when we are talking about present tense, present continuous tense or present tense, then what auxiliary verbs do we use for present tense? Is, am, are, right? Mostly we use is, am, and are. So the formation is subject, then auxiliary verb is, am, are, and then first form of verb with ing, which is called present participle, right? The first form of verb with ing, like running, playing, eating, dancing, shopping, skipping, hopping. So when we add ing to the first form of verb, it is called present participle, and then is the object. Look at the example. She is wearing jeans. They are playing golf. Now, if I just say she wearing jeans, is it making sense? No. So, we need a helping verb, which is auxiliary verb for the sentence to make sense. So, we say she is wearing jeans, right? They playing golf. Is it making sense? No. So, we need helping verb are to make a proper sentence, right? They are playing golf. So is, am, are, they are used as helping verb, auxiliary verb, right? And look at this, the present continuous is used to talk about actions which are still going on. Continuous means something which is still in action, still going on, still in progress, right? So when we talk about continuous tense, we are talking about something which is happening now, right now at the moment. Now let's look at the rules. Look at this: jog, run, swim, shop, get. Now there is the second last word is a vowel, right? What's a vowel? Vowels are A, E, I, O, U, right? The A, E, I, O, U letters are called vowels, and the rest of the letters in English alphabets, they are called consonants. Now, can you see that the last word is a vowel and then there is a consonant? A consonant comes before and after the vowel. The last three letters, can you see? There is a consonant, vowel, and a consonant. And when it happens, what do? You double the last word, like jog. You're going to double G and write jogging. Jogging. Run. Double the N, running. Swim. Double the M, swimming. Shop. Double the P, shopping. Get. Double the T, getting. Right? I hope this rule is clear. Now, alright, last, let's look at this rule. First, let's read the words: dance, dancing, make, making, have, having, ride, riding, drive, driving. Now, did you notice, class, that in these words, the last letter E is cut and it is replaced by ing. So, when the verbs end with E or the last letter of the verb is E, what do you do in present continuous tense? You just cut the E and in its place you write ing. dancing, making, having. You just cut the E and in its place you write ing. What do you add? ing, right? Now look at another rule. Study, studying. Carry, carrying. Hurry, hurrying. Now there is a y in the end of these verbs, and what do? We just add ing. We don't cut anything, we just add ing, right? Alright, so what did you learn about these rules? Now, if there is a CVC rule, consonant, vowel, consonant, or vowel comes before a consonant, it's a short sound. Jog, jog, run, swim, shop, get. What do? You just double the last letter, like jog, J O double G-I-N-G. The last letter is G, you will double the G. Jogging, running, double the N, right? Another rule, if there is an E, you just cut the E and add ing. If there is a Y, you just add ing. Look at these examples. John is swimming, right? It's a consonant vowel consonant rule. I is a vowel and M is a consonant, W is a consonant. Double the last letter M. Mary is writing, right? Gary is having. So, what did you do? We just cut the E in write and have and added ing. Jill is washing. We are studying. The phone is ringing, right? Just added ing. So, what was the structure of present continuous tense? Subject and then is, am, are called auxiliary helping verbs. They often are used as main verb, but only when the main verb is absent, right? If they come with the main verb, they are called auxiliary or helping verbs, right? So subject is, am, are, which is auxiliary verb, plus present participle. Present participle is first form of verb with ing, right? The ing form. Subject, auxiliary verb is, am, are, and present participle, which is first form of verb with ing, like running, playing, coming, going, looking, right? Look, king, ing, ing. See, ing, ing, seeing. Go, ing, ing, going, right? Do, ing, ing, doing. So we add ing with the first form of verb. Now, if the subject is I, which auxiliary verb will we use? Am. Subject is he, she, it. We will use which auxiliary verb? Is. With he, she, it or third person singular, we use the auxiliary verb is. And with you, we, they, and all the plural, we use are, right? Is used with third person singular, he, she, it, or a single noun or a name. With I, we use am. And with you, we, they, plural, we use are, right? Now, I showed you the examples of positive sentences, and then we are going to change them into negative, right? Julia is making a sponge cake right now. He is going to the hill station next week. The laborer is pushing the cart. He is flattering the boss. She is kneading the flour. He is spending the holidays in Switzerland. I am taking the examination this month. John is writing an essay on education. Peter is running on the jogging track. He is reading his favorite book. The police are catching the thief. They are playing badminton right now. Class, today we are focusing on the negative form of present continuous tense, right? So, first we needed to recap the present continuous positive sentences. Subject, auxiliary verb, which is, am, are, and then first form of verb with ing, right? And then object. Julia, subject, she is a third person singular. So we are going to use which auxiliary verb will we use? We are going to use is with third person singular. Julia is. Make is the first form of verb, and when we add ing, we cut e in make and we make it, change it into making. Julia is making. Subject, third form, third person singular, then is, and present participle making, right? He is going. He, third person singular, so we have taken is, and then past present participle going, right? Present participle, first form of verb with ing. Go, ing, in, going. The laborer is pushing. The laborer is subject, third person, so we will use is, and then pushing. He is flattering. He is third person, so is flattering, right? Now look at seventh example. I, what do you use with I? Am. I am taking, right? And come to number 12. They is plural. With third person singular we use is, with I we use am, and with you and plural, you, we, they plural, we use are. They are playing, right? So now let's come to the present continuous negative structure. When we are talking about, first we recapped, we revised the present continuous tense and the structure and also some examples. Now we are going to learn about the negative tense of present continuous, right? The negative tense of present continuous form. So the structure is that we add not after the auxiliary and to make the sentence negative. What is the auxiliary verb? Auxiliary verbs are is, am, are in present tense, right? When we talk about present tense, the auxiliary verbs are is, am, are. And we are going to add not after the auxiliary verb. What will we add after is not, am not, are not. So we add not after auxiliary verb. Class, it is so easy. Just have to remember that in negative form you are just going to add is after auxiliary verb. Auxiliary is not, am not, are not. Subject, and then auxiliary verb is, am, are, and then not, and then present participle, which is first form of verb with ing, and then the object. Now class, first I am going to change the last three statements. So the first three statements I am going to change them into a present continuous negative tense, and then I am going to give you your homework. Now let's look at the present continuous tense. My sister do her homework. So when we are going to change it into negative, it's going to become my sister is not doing her homework. Right? My sister is not doing her homework. Father water the plants. You know that sister is third person singular, so I added is. And then do, ing, doing. Father also third person singular, I will add is. Father is. Water, add ing, watering. Then just write the same, the plants, the children. Now the children are plural. So with the plural we use the auxiliary verb are. The children are. And you are going to add ing with fly, it will become flying. The children are flying the kites. Make it negative. The children are not flying kites. My sister is not doing her homework. Father is not watering the plants. The children are not flying kites. Alright, class, I hope that the concept of the negative form is clear. All you have to remember is that you are going to add not after auxiliary verb. Alright, first change it into present continuous tense. My grandparents dash visit us next month. Grandparents, it is plural. We are going to add are. My grandparents are. And then what about present participle? We add ing with first form of verb. With the main verb. Main verb is visit. Main verb is swim, work, wait, rain, jump, participate, cry, play, bake. These are the main verbs and we just have to add ing. These are main verbs and we given in the brackets. You just have to add ing with the main verb. And before the main verb you are going to add auxiliary is, am, are. And if you want to change it into negative, then what are you going to add after the auxiliary and before the main verb? What comes between the auxiliary verb is, am, are and the main verb like visit, swim, work? What comes between them in negative sentences? The word not, right? Just remember, just remember to add not after auxiliary verb, right? And then remember to add ing with the main verb. That is all. So my grandparents, grandparents, they are plural. So we will add the auxiliary verb. You tell me, plural, which auxiliary verb will we add? Are. My grandparents are visiting us next month. But since we are going to change it into negative, we are going to add not after auxiliary verb. It will become my grandparents are not visiting us next month. Alright, class? This way you are going to do the rest yourself. The girls dash swim in the pond. She dash work on a new project at the moment. We dash wait for you. It dash rain. The boys dash jump. They dash participate in the program. The baby dash cry because he is hungry. Rohan and Sania dash play chess. Mother dash bake a cake for my birthday. Remember class, you are not going to change them into positive. You are going to change them into negative. But of course, for your ease, you can first change them into positive and then you are going to add not after auxiliary verb. So what you have to do is that you just have to add not after the auxiliary verb, which is, am, are, and you're going to add ing with the main verb. Alright class, this is your homework for today. Wish you all the very best. Allah Hafiz.